Canada's leading pollster claims polls are wrong. What's really happening behind the numbers? As Canada approaches a critical election, the political landscape is marked by uncertainty and shifting dynamics. Recent developments suggest that traditional polling methods may not accurately capture the sentiments of Canadian voters. At the forefront of this discussion is Mark Carney, the new leader of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister, whose leadership is under scrutiny due to his ties to China and a significant $250 million loan secured from a Chinese state bank. This situation raises serious concerns about foreign influence in Canadian politics, especially given reports linking 11 members of parliament to Beijing, while Carney's team has remained conspicuously silent on these issues. In response to the limitations of conventional polling, Juno News has implemented an innovative neighbor poll. This approach differs from standard surveys by asking Canadians whom they believe their neighbors support rather than directly inquiring about individual preferences. The results were surprising. Both the Conservatives and Liberals emerged in a dead heat, each securing 39% support. This starkly contrasts with earlier polls that indicated Carney had a lead of up to 15 points. Notably, David Coletto, a respected pollster, has expressed skepticism about these earlier findings, suggesting that response bias, where people might feel pressured to express one preference publicly while voting differently, could be distorting the overall picture. The evolving campaign narrative illustrates a significant shift from a focus on international figures to pressing domestic issues that Canadians face daily. Initially, discussions centered around Carney's global perspectives and policies, but as the election date draws closer, voters are increasingly prioritizing key issues such as the cost of living, housing affordability, and effective economic management. This shift highlights a growing desire for leaders who can provide practical solutions rather than rely on fear-driven political tactics. Debates have emerged as a pivotal factor in shaping voter opinions. Recent data shows that around 3% of viewers changed their support after watching the debates, while another 3% became more decisive in their choices. However, a significant portion of the electorate, 32%, did not watch the debates at all. These small shifts can have substantial implications in a closely contested election, underscoring the importance of public discourse in influencing voter behavior. The debates serve as a critical platform for candidates to articulate their visions and connect with the electorate, emphasizing the need for clarity and authenticity in their messaging. Demographic analyses reveal that younger voters, particularly those aged 18 to 34, are shifting their allegiances away from the Liberal Party. This group has experienced a notable 10% drop in support for Carney's Liberals, while both the Conservatives and the NDP have gained traction among these younger voters. Furthermore, female voters in the same age range have also shown a slight decline in support for the Liberals, indicating that the debates and campaign messaging resonate differently across various demographics. This shift among younger voters suggests that candidates must engage with them on issues that matter most, such as job security, climate change, and educational opportunities. The findings from the neighbor poll further illustrate the complexities of voter sentiment and highlight nuances that traditional polling may miss. Approximately 40% of respondents believe their neighbors support the Conservatives, compared to 38% for the Liberals. This perception is especially pronounced in regions like British Columbia and the Prairies, indicating that local dynamics may not be fully captured by standard polling techniques. Such insights suggest that the Conservative Party may enjoy a stronger grassroots presence than conventional polls indicate, reflecting a deeper connection with community values and concerns. As Election Day approaches, the political landscape is fluid, with every vote carrying significant weight. The interplay of public perception, media narratives, and actual voter intentions has never been more critical. Moreover, there is a palpable tension surrounding the potential for backlash if the Conservatives were to win the popular vote but fail to secure a majority in Parliament. This scenario could create a sense of disillusionment among voters, particularly those who feel their choices were not adequately represented. The current election is not merely about candidates. It is a reflection of broader societal values and priorities. Voters are increasingly seeking leaders who can effectively address the pressing challenges of today, including economic stability, health care accessibility, and climate change. The stakes are high for both Carney and his Conservative rival, Pierre Poilievre, as they navigate these complex issues and attempt to resonate with an electorate that is more discerning and engaged than ever. In this context, the role of media becomes crucial. Voters are increasingly turning to alternative news sources like Juno News for insights, as many feel traditional media outlets may not fully capture the diversity of opinions or the nuances of voter sentiment. This shift in media consumption reflects a desire for authenticity and transparency in political reporting, underscoring the importance of independent journalism in the democratic process. As Canadians prepare to cast their ballots, understanding the nuances behind the numbers is essential for navigating this intricate electoral environment. The perception of neighborly support, demographic shifts, and the impact of debates will continue to shape the electoral landscape in the coming weeks. With the potential for unexpected outcomes, observers and participants alike must remain vigilant and adaptable as the dynamics evolve. Moreover, the engagement of young voters will be particularly crucial in this election. As they express their priorities and concerns, candidates will need to listen and respond effectively. Issues like affordable housing, job creation, and climate action are at the forefront of young voters' minds, and those who can articulate clear and actionable plans will likely gain their support. As the election unfolds, ongoing analysis and insights will be vital. The complexities of regional support, demographic shifts, and the influence of debates will continue to play significant roles in shaping voter behavior. This election is not just a contest between political parties. It represents a critical moment for Canadian democracy, where citizens can voice their concerns and hopes for the future. As the nation gears up for election night, the focus will be on the electorate's choices that will ultimately determine the course of the country for years to come.